Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're taking a classic spud and turning it into something special. It's not fried, but it's twice baked. Hold on, because it's also super crispy, soft and fluffy inside. In other words, the perfect potato. This is also a simple one-step recipe that requires just 3 ingredients. You heard me right. 3. A little bit of time, a lot of flavor, and that's it. So let's make these golden beauties together. To kick things off, you're going to need 4 medium-sized russet potatoes. These are perfect for baking because they're starchy and fluffy when cooked, but also known for being crispy on the outside. If you can't find russets, Yukon Golds also work well. Now the size of your potatoes will determine the cooking time, so make sure you're keeping that in mind. When it comes to washing potatoes, there's no need to peel them. The skin is nutritious, and if you cook them properly, it will be tender and crispy at the same time. Scrub those babies until they're sparkling clean and then dry them off. Next, grab a sharp knife. Then lay your potatoes flat on a cutting board, about a 1/4 inch below the top. Slice them almost all the way through. Stop slicing once you reach the opposite end. If you sliced all the way through, your potato will fall apart. Instead of cutting into quarters, think of a big clock face divided into 4 sections by 2 hands, the minute hand and the hour hand. Your cuts will look like those hands. Now place your cut potatoes on a paper towel and pat them dry. When your potatoes are all prepped, place them in a single layer on a wire rack. If you don't have a wire rack, you can use a baking sheet. Next, place your potatoes on the middle rack of your oven. This ensures even cooking. Add 1/2 inch of water to the bottom of your oven, and then place the trivet over it. Get your oven mitts on and place your baking sheet or wire rack on top of that. This setup creates steam that cooks the insides of your potatoes, while the outsides become crispy. Turn your oven on to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 200 degrees Celsius. Now, close the door and set a timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Don't peek, just wait. Once the timer rings, open the oven and check your potatoes. If they're tender when you squeeze them, you're good to go. If not, close the oven door and keep cooking them for 15-minute intervals until they're tender. Next, turn your oven to broil, which is usually around 450 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 230 degrees Celsius. Carefully remove the rack from the oven using oven mitts because it will be hot. Place it on a heat-resistant surface like a tray. Remove the potatoes from the rack and place them on a separate cool surface. Check your potatoes. If they're tender, you're ready for the next step. Use a fork to test your potatoes. If they're tender, you're good to go. Otherwise, wait 15 more minutes and test again. Once you can easily poke them, you're ready to move on. Remove your potatoes from the oven using oven mitts. They'll be hot, so be careful. Set them on a trivet or cooling rack to cool down a bit. Now it's time for some gentle love. Hold the ends of a potato in each hand, squeeze gently, and press upward with your thumbs. Your potato should pop open, releasing a nice stream of steam. Be patient. If it doesn't split easily, let it cool down a bit and try again. As you do this, you'll see a fluffy interior and the beginnings of a beautiful golden color. Time to make them even better. Carefully open the potatoes wider. Again, they're still hot, so be cautious. Using your fingers, pull the edges apart and continue squeezing gently from the ends. Your goal is to help the inside dry out a bit and make that golden glow even more amazing. Once you're happy with the shape, you're ready for the oven's last hurrah. Place your potatoes back on the wire rack or baking sheet. Make sure they're spread out. Then put them back in the oven. Turn your oven back to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius and bake them for 10 more minutes. They're getting crispy, yet fluffy inside. Can you feel the excitement? Now they're almost done. Grab some butter. Generously add it to each potato. This adds tons of flavor and makes them creamy and rich. How much butter? Well, it depends on you. I'm feeling extra generous today. It's optional, but highly recommended. Finally, sprinkle on some flaky sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. This adds flavor and that satisfying crunch. Your potatoes are done and ready to. Wow! Now here's a secret. For extra crispy perfection, you can fry them after boiling and before baking. Just slice them thinly, boil them for a few minutes, drain them, dry them, and then fry them until golden and crispy. Drain them again and season them with salt. These beauties are ready to be plated. They might not look like much, but trust me, they're gonna wow you. The best part, you can make them up to 4 days ahead of time. Just keep them in an airtight container in the fridge and reheat them in the oven or air fryer. They'll be crispy and delicious. To reheat, just pop them in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for about 10 to 15 minutes. Or you can air fry them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius for about 8 to 10 minutes. Speaking of leftovers, you can even freeze these. Just pop them in a freezer-safe bag, squeeze out the air, seal them up, and freeze them for up to 3 months. To defrost, just pop them out, let them thaw overnight in the fridge, and then pop them in the oven. If you're wondering what to serve with these golden wonders, they're great with grilled chicken, steak, or pork. My personal favorite is to pair them with a simple green salad. And for a loaded baked potato experience, top them with chili or cheese. Remember, it's your canvas. Feel free to get creative. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. How to make these twice-baked beauties? Start by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Cut a shallow cross into the top of each potato, place them on a baking sheet, and drizzle them with olive oil. Season them with salt and pepper. Bake them for an hour and 15 minutes. Once they're soft, let them cool down a bit. Squeeze gently from the ends to open them up and fluff the inside with a fork. Top them with butter, salt, and pepper. Now pop them back in the oven for 10 minutes. They're done when they're crispy and golden. And here's a bonus tip. Don't throw away that potato water. It's starchy and a little salty. Save it and use it for thickening soups or making mashed potatoes. Nothing goes to waste. I know you're probably thinking this is just a baked potato, but trust me, this is different. It's twice baked, crispy, creamy, fluffy, and full of flavor. It's the potato perfection. And now, let's talk toppings. What do you think goes best on a baked potato? Is it cheese, bacon, sour cream, chives, or maybe chili? Tell me in the comments section below. While you're there, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all our delicious adventures. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, happy cooking, happy eating, and remember, the best things in life are made with love in the kitchen. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.